everyone, my name is Nee. Welcome to Easy Academy. Have you ever wondered why the Earth experiences four seasons year-round? What is the relationship between the Earth and the Sun? What is the difference between direct and indirect sunlight in terms of energy? Today we are looking for the answers to address our questions. Let's break it down to have a better understanding of today's topic. Our big question is what causes Earth to have four seasons year-round? There are two reasons to address this question. The first reason is because the Earth is tilted with an angle of 23.5 degrees on its axis. This invisible line which our planet spins around. The second reason is Earth revolves around the Sun, as it orbits the Sun once every 365 days, which is 1 year. Because of these two reasons, which affect the amount of sunlight Northern and Southern Hemispheres receive, that results in yearly pattern called seasons. Yes, you heard it right. The Earth is tilted. That's one of the reasons. Since the Earth is tilted for parts of the year, one of the hemisphere, which is half of the Earth, is leaning toward the Sun, and the other half of the year is leaning away from the Sun. So that affects the amount of sunlight Northern and Southern Hemispheres receive. Let's do an example. Let's talk about the Northern Hemisphere. So in June, Northern Hemisphere is leaning toward the Sun. It means it gets more sunlight, gets a lot of sunlight, direct sunlight. So sunlight is hitting straight on the Northern Hemisphere and days are longer. Let's talk about in December. Northern Hemisphere is leaning away from the Sun. It gets indirect sunlight. Sunlight is hitting at a less angle on the Northern Hemisphere. The temperature is cooler and days are shorter. Until this point, we have been talking about the amount of sunlight will determine the seasons on Earth. But how? That's when we should take direct and indirect sunlight into an account. Let's do an experiment together. Get a flashlight and dim the lights in the room a little bit. First, if you shine the flashlight directly straight on the table, you will get a circle of concentrated of light. It's bright and it's intense and hot. Second, if you shine the flashlight indirectly at a less angle, you will notice that the light is less intense and is cooler. One thing you should keep in mind that light carries energy. So the more light it is, the more concentrated it is. And it carries more energy. And light carries heat energy too. We have been talking about two extreme seasons, which is summer, super hot, and winter, super cold. How about spring and autumn? During these two seasons, the Earth's orbit causes the Northern Hemisphere to be neither tilted towards the Sun nor away from the Sun. So the temperatures are pretty much moderate, not too hot, not too cold, since the entire globe is getting about the same amount of direct sunlight. Lastly, let's jump to the conclusion for the questions of the day. Why do we have four seasons on Earth? There are two reasons for you to remember. The first reason is the Earth is tilted with an angle of 23.5 degrees on its axis. Reason number two, because the Earth revolves around the Sun as it orbits the Sun. Because of these two reasons, which affect the amount of sunlight on Northern and Southern Hemispheres, that results in yearly pattern we call seasons. And that is all for the lesson today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Bye!